Welcome to Foundation at Home 2026, filmed right here in our hometown of Noonan, Georgia. Just up the street on Highway 29 at the Little Giant. Thank you, Little Giant folks, for letting us be out here and film Foundation at Home. I'm joined by an incredible crew of people, and we're going to get Foundation at Home started by playing a game that probably looks familiar to you and you know by a different name, but because of intellectual property and copyright infringement, we're not going to say that. Instead, we gave up with our own name. It is called Grocery Grabber. We got next gen over here versus not next gen staff. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I got our first two contestants representing the old folks. That's right. We got Adam representing next gen. We have Robin and a special guest here appearance, Rowan. And which I think here's the deal.
We're always thinking about the next generation.
Always, she's kids first director. She's thinking about kids first. So I think to make it even, since Rowan's going on this journey, you should also have a little sack of potatoes to carry with you as you're shopping. Now here's the deal. That's right, your own little sack of potatoes. Here's the deal. To keep it fair, you cannot put this thing down in the buggy because Robin cannot put her baby down in the buggy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she could choose to.
She cannot choose to. He's too little. Come on.
Right,
You got to hold the whole time. All right. So I'm going to give you a random item found in this here Little Giant, and you're going to run around this Little Giant, find the item, bring it right back here, and the first person to put it in my hands gets a point for their team.
Deal. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Pay for it.
You do not have to pay for it. We're going to put it back, and then another customer, a paying customer, will come in, and they will enjoy the fruit of you running their stuff all over the place, shaking up as you're doing the race. All right, are you ready? Here we go.
I hope it's eggs. I hope
All right,
it's eggs.
here it is. Your item that you have to go and grab is the best part of waking up.
Folgers in your cup!
Folgers in your cup!
I don't know where Folgers is.
Folgers, where's Sappy?
I'm in the dairy section. Robin, get out of here! The big one. Run for the big one. Let's go. Speed! I got the speed!
I got you, decaf. You got too much energy. I got you some decaf.
You did.
Look, if this was Costco, I would know where I was going.
Yeah, well.
But it wasn't. I was in the dairy section.
So 1 point to next gen. Hey, 0 points, old folks. Welcome to round two. Currently, the score is 0 for the old folks and 1 for next gen crew. Okay. So for round two, we've got Caroline.
Okay, nobody want to cheer?
Okay, yeah. And over here we got Christian. Hey, man, they like him. They like him. Okay, here we go. This time I'm sending. Remember, just quick recap of rules. You got to go get it, put it in the buggy, bring it back. It's first in my hands gets the point. Cool. So now I'm sending you for one of my favorite Christmas treats, the Little Debbie Christmas tree cake. Oh.
Hey, hold the baby!
Point for the old folks! It is now 1-1. Here we are at round 3. The score is tied. Next Gen 1, Old Folks 1. And our round 3 contestants, Brooke Buchanan, Rich DeWeese.
Speaking of old folks,
Wow.
we're gonna win.
All right, so here we go. I am sending the two of you on a journey.
Oh gosh.
A journey to find something, honestly, I don't know anyone that actually eats. Nonetheless, it's a staple. Brooke, Rich, please bring me a can of Spam. Oh!
Play.
Congrats. My heel's taken out, but you won. You did it.
You never had your heels clipped by
Not that hard. Not that hard.
1 point awarded to Next Gen. 0 this round for the old folks.
You good? Just get my
2
back.
to 1. All right, we are here for round 4 of, what is it called? Grabber.
You got it.
Grocery grabber. Okay. We are here for round 4 of Grocery Grabber, and our contestants to my left, representing the team currently holding the lead with 2 points, Ashley Rayberg. And then on my right, representing the old people.
Is the old person.
Yeah, I know. Representing the old folks over here is Jason Walton. 1 point, so we got 2 to 1. This time I'm sending you for a pretty special item. It is called Cool Whip. Nobody here, Family Guy, and my Cool Whip? Cool Whip?
I think you're
Okay.
to get the whip.
Cool Whip. Oh, she dropped it! What you got there, Ash? My favorite. Gross. That's disgusting. This isn't, though, your favorite topping for any of your fresh desserts for any holiday season. Cool Whip. Okay, so we got 2 points for old folks, 2 points for Next Gen. That means it's sudden death grocery grabber. Welcome to sudden death of grocery grabber, where we got 2 points for Next Gen, 2 points for the old folks. And to bring it home, this time we're going to put people in the carts, which that's smart. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to have 2 items for them to bring back to me. They have to bring them both back at the same time. Old folks, are you ready? You got your fuel? Are we ready over here?
So ready.
So ready. Okay, here are your 2 items. Here are your 2 items.
2 items.
Toothpicks, canned cherries. Go!
I have no clue where toothpick will be. There's Brady. Turn around. All right, let's go to aisle 8. There's nothing. Okay, maybe on baking, shower, flour. All right, cherries will be over here somewhere. We're about to fruit. We got the cherries. Got it, baby. All right, so if they have toothpicks, we're just gonna steal that out of their car.
Hey, I'm sorry. We gotta.
What a coincidence! What a coincidence!
Just minding our own business.
What? What?
I threw it out of their car!
Oh, right here, right here, right here. Got it, eh? Got it, eh? Yeah! Woo! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
We have a winner. It's the old folks.
Little giant. Those are toothpicks of a little giant. I would like to detail their toothpicks.
Then we have cherries.
Hope you enjoyed our little game. It's time to hop in to what we're all here for. Welcome to Foundation at Home. For the longest time, I thought I made chili the way like my family made it for generations. And one day I called my dad. I was in college, and I was like, "Hey, remind me the ingredients for chili." And so he's telling me, and he's like, "Clint, you know the ingredients are just like on the back of the chili seasoning that we use, right?" And I was like, brokenhearted and devastated. I was like, "What, are you kidding me? The ingredients on the back of this whole time, like our family recipe, it's just like McCormick's chili seasoning packets, back panel kind of thing." He was like, "Yeah," so that ruined everything for me. That didn't change how I make chili though. So that's what I'm gonna make for you. So first, I need ground beef. And I'm gonna grab 5 pounds because when you make chili, you don't just make it for you, right? You gotta share it with other people. So that's the idea. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. 5 pounds ground beef. We got it. Now, let's go get some beans. I'm assuming they're called kidney beans because they're shaped like a kidney. I don't actually know. Let's see. What are we looking for beans? Canned vegetables. Yeah, I say canned vegetables. Got to go with some light reds, and then let's grab some dark reds. After we got beans, next thing is maters. Now, it just so happens that we are on the aisle for them maters. Now, you might be saying, "Hey, use fresh tomatoes." Look, remember my family recipe came from the back of a seasoning packet? So we're just going to stick with some tomatoes right here. Now, here's the deal. I get a little saucy with the tomatoes. I like the diced because I like some chunks. You know what I'm saying? I like chunk. I don't like the petite diced. I like a good chunky tomato. So I'm going to get 4 cans of regular diced. But this is where I get a little saucy with it. I like a little fire roasted, you know what I'm saying? Get a little flavor in there. That ain't on the back of the packet though, okay? That's just me. So I'm gonna get some fire roasted babies right here. Now these are not Hunt's, but Hunt's didn't sponsor this video either. So I mean, honestly, Food Club, the door's wide open for you too. So we got maters. Now it's time for that special seasoning, you know what I'm saying? So let's take a little walk on the wild side to the seasoning packet. Usually on the top shelf because it's top shelf seasoning, you know what I'm saying? Let me see here. There we go. McCormick chili seasoning. Oh, look, here we go. Let me show you what I'm talking about this recipe. Right there on the back, baby. That's right. You want to know the secret? Right there on the back. Here's my little secret. It's usually like one of these packets per pound of ground beef. But I go a little extra, you know what I'm saying? 4 of these, mix in a little hot. You know what I'm saying? A little spicy. A little hot chili seasoning. Boom. That's all we need to make chili. We got what we need. Now it's time to check out. So let's get our groceries, head up front, pay the lady or the man, I'm not really sure who's up there working, and go home and get to cooking. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, ma'am. Coming through.
Hey, sir.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. Did you find everything you needed?
I found everything I needed.
Perfect. What you making?
I am making chili.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's perfect weather for chili.
It is great weather for chili.
And you are making a lot of chili.
I am. I'm hoping to feed a good little number of folks.
So is this like a recipe you've always used?
Growing up, chili night was Thursday night, every Thursday night, and my dad made chili. And so I just thought we had a generational recipe. Turns out, I found out about 20 years ago, that wasn't the case, that it's just this recipe right here on the back of this packet.
Did you ever like change anything up, add anything?
No, I was raised in a household that said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like some spice. How do you feel about spice?
I'm not opposed to spice.
All right. I think that your chili could be elevated a notch and not so packet chili by adding like a jalapeno pepper.
A jalapeno pepper.
Uh-huh.
Are you suggesting that I leave the line right now and go get a jalapeno pepper and change the way I've been cooking chili for the last 20 years?
100%.
But what about all these people waiting in line?
I think they can wait.
You think so?
I do.
Okay, well, I'll take your advice.
Perfect.
You wait here. I'm going to grab a jalapeno pepper. There's this line that the historian Dr. Luke gives us in the life of Jesus. Jesus understands that his time to head towards the cross is getting pretty close. The line that Luke gives us is that Jesus set his eyes resolutely towards Jerusalem. And then for the next few chapters, Luke doesn't just skip over Jesus says it's time to go to Jerusalem, it's time to go to the cross. Luke gives us some incredible conversations that take place on that journey to Jerusalem. The first of which is with rich man number 1. Now, we don't know how rich he was. We don't know where he gets his wealth from. He's just described as someone who's really wealthy. He's also described as someone who has some authority. We don't know what he has authority over, just that he rules over something. So he comes to Jesus, which I think is a smart thing on his end. He's thinking through life. He's thinking through, hey, what does it mean to have a good life? Like, what are the ingredients that go into life as a whole? And Jesus is close by, so he hears about it. He goes and he seeks Jesus out, and he asks him what I think is a really great question. He looks at Jesus and says, hey, what do I need to do to inherit eternal life? And honestly, maybe you have a list of questions that if you were given an opportunity to ask Jesus, that you would just kind of walk through them. But what if you only got one? And what if you only got one and it was this side of heaven, right? This side of eternity, you could only ask one question. I think he's making a good case that this is the question to ask. I mean, if you could ask one question to hear it right from Jesus himself, this is, hey, how do I guarantee I spend the rest of eternity with you? Which then kind of gives me an opportunity to ask the other questions on my list. This is a good one. What do I need to do to inherit eternal life? Jesus responds to him. Jesus can see, maybe it's in the way he dresses or the language he speaks, maybe it's the way he holds himself, that he's a devout Jewish man. And so he just begins to share what we would see as parts of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt, you know the one I'm talking about. And as Jesus starts to say those, the guy actually says, hey, look, I've actually been keeping all of those commandments since I was a boy. right? That's huge, right? It's like a gold star moment for him. He's there with this incredible teacher. He asks them this enormous question, and then he actually is already doing everything Jesus said. In other words, his buggy is already full of all of the ingredients Jesus is listing off when it comes to having eternal life. It's a win-win for him. Not only does he get this gold star moment, he gets confirmation that what he's been doing all along is perfectly fine. It kind of makes me feel like maybe the guy wasn't actually asking the question we think he is. That maybe he wasn't actually interested in an answer. It kind of comes across like he just wanted Jesus to confirm what he had already put in his buggy would turn out the way he wanted it to turn out. That his list of ingredients was acceptable. That his list of ingredients was exactly what he needed to achieve his goals. And so he gets this little gold star from Jesus when Jesus starts listing the things that he's already decided he was willing to do. But then it changes. After he says, hey, I've been doing that since I was a boy, Jesus looks back at him and says, yeah, but you actually are missing one thing. Now, at this point, if that's me, I'm immediately leaning in like, okay, I didn't see that coming, but fill me in. I want to lean in a little bit to that conversation, hang on every word. And what Jesus says next is not what he was expecting. He looks at the guy and he says, go sell everything you have. Give to the poor. And then come and follow me. Now, this is such a strange thing for Jesus to say, because we have so many other conversations where Jesus invited people to follow him. I mean, just look at some of the best friends that he had, like Peter and James and John. He didn't say, hey, go sell everything and give it all to the poor and then follow me. He didn't put that prereq on them. He did say, hey, drop your stuff, drop what you're doing, quit your day job, come follow me. Yeah, there was a big ask, but he didn't say, hey, go sell the family business. He didn't make that ask of anybody else. Why was he making this ask of this individual? You see, Jesus knew something about what was getting in the way of him actually cooking up something that was worth eating with his life. Jesus looked at his list of ingredients and said, you're missing something that actually could make it a little over the top. Maybe not even over the top. Maybe it's something that would actually complete it. And so he said, this is your one thing. Sell everything you got. Give it to the poor. Follow me. The guy hangs his head. The Bible tells us he walks away sad. Like I would imagine he's frustrated. I would imagine he's maybe even a little heartbroken. But he leaves Jesus. Not interested in changing. Not interested in adding the one thing. The thing is, I resonate with that guy. I mean, how often have I gone to Jesus with a list of things I've already decided that I want just his blessing with, right? Or blessing for? How many times have I gone to Jesus with a preconceived idea where I'm like, hey, Jesus, I just want you to be all over this. I want you to be all in this. And I didn't give Jesus any room to add or maybe even subtract from it. So I resonate with the guy. I get where he's coming from. My question is this. Do I resonate with his response as well? How about you? What if Jesus looked at the ingredients of your life that you're trying to put together in 2026 and said, hey, you're missing something? How would you respond? What would your first reaction be? Would your heart start to beat a little bit because you've already decided this is the way I want to order my life? Or would you look at Jesus and say, hey, maybe you know a little bit more about living than I do? How would you respond to a spiritual challenge? A spiritual challenge that asked you to add a spiritual ingredient to your 2026. I know Maybe you already have a plan. Maybe you already have an idea. Maybe you've got an incredible ingredient list. At least to you, it's incredible. But would you be willing to say, hey, Jesus, take a look at my list. Is there anything you take off of it? But more than that, is there something that's missing? That is the story of rich man number 1. Rich man number 2. The historian Luke, just to make sure you remember where we were just a few minutes ago, is chronicling a journey that Jesus has set out on, headed towards Jerusalem. The turning point in the narrative that Luke gives us is he says that Jesus resolutely set his eyes towards Jerusalem. He knew he was headed to the cross. And then Luke gives us this incredible gift where he not just chronicles like, hey, here's step by step the journey he took. He gives us insight to conversations he has with people as he's making his way to Jerusalem to allow himself to be arrested and crucified by the Romans, right? So that's what's happening. And so on the way, we got rich man number 1. He's now moved on to the city of Jericho, and he's just passing through. And as he's in Jericho, he comes across rich man number 2. Now, unlike rich man number 1, we actually get a name this time. And if you grew up in church, it's probably a name you're fairly familiar with. His name is Zacchaeus. And also, unlike rich man number 1, we get his occupation. We know why he is a rich man. We know why he's wealthy. Zacchaeus is the chief tax collector. Now, chief tax collectors were not popular people in any city that they lived in. It meant that they took advantage of a lot of people. That's how they gained their wealth. In fact, if you were to look at the list of ingredients that made up the life of Zacchaeus, you would find things like greed and dishonesty, taking advantage of people, living off of the hardships of others, selfishness, probably even some arrogance. Zacchaeus wasn't a guy that everyone wanted to have over to their house. He wasn't a guy everyone was inviting to their dinner parties. They wanted to keep him, honestly, arm's length wasn't far enough. They had no interest in him being a part of their daily affairs so that he might have more insight to extort them or to exploit them, is a better word, for more money. So as Jesus is passing through, though, there's something on the inside of Zacchaeus that makes him want to see Jesus, which seems strange because someone who has a list of ingredients that's so anti-Jesus, why would he want to get close to him? It tells me that maybe there was something stirring in the chaos and all the things, all the ingredients that Zacchaeus used to make his life. Maybe there was something stirring inside of him that said, maybe there's more to this life than what I've built for myself. Which is wild to think someone who's incredibly wealthy, sitting at probably the prime of his career, sits in his wealth and thinks, there's got to be more than this. Now, Zacchaeus did not think he was going to have an audience with Jesus that day. Honestly, we really don't know what Zacchaeus was thinking. We know that he went to the place where Jesus was passing through town. He realized there was no way he was going to see this rabbi, this famed teacher, if he were to stay, because the crowd was so big. And so he ran ahead to where he thought Jesus was going to be going, and he climbed up in a tree just to make sure he could see this teacher. As Jesus starts to walk by, I don't know what drew his attention. My guess is there was a grown man who had climbed a tree, and that drew the attention of Jesus. Jesus looks over to Zacchaeus and immediately says, "Come down. I'm going to your house today." Which is wild to me because this puts Zacchaeus in a pretty interesting situation. Think about it. Someone who lives their life with an ingredient list that does not match up to, honestly, hardly anything Jesus stands for. You can only imagine what might be waiting for Jesus at this man's house that was not put away, that was not nice and tidy. Who knew what was waiting? It puts Zacchaeus in this place of, okay, number one, I just wanted to see this guy. I was drawn to him. He stopped and he knew my name. That's wild. And then he invites himself over to my house. Zacchaeus has to decide, Do I want him to see where I live? Do I want to invite this guy into my home? Remember, the first rich guy, it wasn't even a home conversation. Goodness, Jesus just wanted to add one thing to his ingredient list for his life. And the guy said no. And he walked away from Jesus. Jesus is saying, hey, Zacchaeus, I don't want to just maybe add one thing to your life. What are the chances we can just head back to the house and maybe rewrite the whole list? And Zacchaeus has a decision to make. Now, this is where I get a little anxious with Luke. I'm like, Luke, tell us what they talked about. Like, give us some insight into the conversation. You told us the conversation with rich man number 1, and so now please tell us the conversation with rich man number 2. But he doesn't. He doesn't tell us what happens at dinner. He doesn't tell us what happens on the walk over to the house. He doesn't give us any of that. The only thing the historian gives us is the result of the time spent with Jesus. And honestly, the result is just mind-blowing. The result of Zacchaeus spending time with Jesus, it appears that not only does Zacchaeus say, hey, this is my ingredient list, it appears that he handed it to Jesus and said, hey, why don't you rewrite this for me? Because the result is Zacchaeus publicly goes out and says, hey, here's the deal. I'm going to give half of everything I have away to the poor. And then on top of that, I'm going to repay 4 times what I took from people in dishonest ways. Zacchaeus' life has radically changed. His ingredient list is so different than the list he started with that morning. And that is wild. Zacchaeus is no doubt poor in his pockets, but there's something pretty wealthy about his soul. That there's some movement that has happened in the ingredient list that makes up the life of Zacchaeus. It's wild to think that someone would trust Jesus enough to say, here's my life's list. Do with it as you will. I think the encouraging thing for me when I try to think through, could I do that? Can I do that? Is I see the joy in Zacchaeus as a result of the ingredient shift. Like, Zacchaeus doesn't go and give away and start this life of generosity begrudgingly. He's not doing it out of obligation. There's something that's transformed inside of him. There's a joy that sits there as a result of the ingredients that Jesus had changed. It was the finished product. This joy overwhelmed Zacchaeus. And when I look at his story, that gives me a little encouragement to say, maybe I should give Jesus my list as well. Not because I feel super comfortable with what he might add to it, but because I do trust the joy that would come from it. So it's 2026. Maybe we've already gotten to a place where you have dropped the New Year's resolutions that you started on New Year's Eve. But I don't want to talk about resolutions. I want to talk about a new recipe. I want to talk about trusting Jesus enough to challenge you to add something to your list. Goodness, maybe even to give Jesus complete authority over your current list. Have you ever thought about your life being the result of your shopping list? That when you walk down the aisles of your life, you decide what goes in your cart? That you stare at a huge section of canned goods labeled truth or dishonesty? That you sift through a produce section of character or questionable actions, thoughts, emails, and that you decide what you put in your basket? That's our life. Our life is the result of our list of ingredients. The good news is, when we take it to Jesus today, we don't have to be like the first guy who said, I hope you're happy with the list I made. please bless it. We could actually go like Zacchaeus and say, here's my life. I'm pretty sure you know a little bit more about it than I do, and I trust you with it. And I'm looking forward to the joy that will come when I make the changes. So what's on your list for 2026? Maybe the better question is, what's missing that should be? So let's have a serious dinner table conversation. This is more than just a conversation about what kind of ingredients make up your life. I think that's the simple way, right? We give Jesus the ingredient list. He takes a look at it and he says, hey, you know what? I don't really like dishonesty on your ingredient list, so let's change that for some integrity, right? I think that's actually simple for us to get through. It might be difficult for us to execute, but I think it's simple for us to allow Jesus to make those changes and have input. But I want to take it a step further and not just talk about an ingredient list, but talk about an invite list. Because it's not just about what kind of things are a part of your life, it's about who are the people in your life. Who are you sharing your life with? Who gets a seat at your table? It's my hope that you, whether it's through foundation or through figuring out how to live a life fully devoted as a follower of Jesus in your workplace or at school, that you find and surround yourself with people that encourage you in pursuing the ingredient list Jesus would give you. And encourage you in pursuing that one ingredient Jesus might say, hey, this needs to be added to your 2026. But beyond that, it's my hope that those people bring a richness to your life, that conversation and laughter, that maybe even some serious moments and prayer and sharing heartache and struggle would be a part of your ingredient list when it comes to the people you do life with this year. I promise you this, as a church, we are going to give you so many opportunities to engage with people. If you're sitting here watching this saying, hey, I don't have my people, opportunities are coming for you to step into that place in your life. But beyond just who do you want at your table, let's close with this discussion. You see, when Jesus told Zacchaeus, I'm going to your house today, and Zacchaeus had to make that decision, am I going to let Jesus come to my house and see what it looks like when I wasn't prepared for guests? When he decided, you know what? I want a seat at the dinner table of Zacchaeus. When Jesus decided that, the rest of the crowd didn't agree with Jesus' assessment of where he should spend the evening. In fact, in Luke 19:7, he tells us the crowd begins to talk among themselves and say, Jesus is really going to sit at that guy's table? He's a sinner. Like, if we look at the ingredients in his life, Jesus shouldn't be eating with him. There's probably some people in our life that if we put together the invite list to our dinner table, wouldn't be on the list. But if we gave Jesus the list, he would probably add their name. So maybe the question isn't only who gets a seat at your table, but who isn't currently on that list that should be at your table. And then beyond that, do you actually have an empty seat waiting for them? When we think through 2026, I think it's going to be full of checking an ingredient list, putting them together to cook up something pretty special in your life. And it's my hope that you enjoy whatever that cooked up moment and movement is with some really incredible people. The truth is, we can't unpack all of the ingredients that Jesus would put on our list in just one foundation at home. It's why this very next Sunday, we start a brand new series called Ingredients, where we're going to do a deep dive into the things that Jesus would put on every single one of our lists. And to kick it off, it happens to be a pretty special Sunday. Yeah, it's birthday Sunday. We turn 8 years old as a church, and we will be celebrating next Sunday. And the thing is, I ain't never been to no good birthday party without a birthday cake. which makes me feel like we should probably make one right now. So now it is time to bake a birthday cake. Because what's a birthday without a birthday cake? You know what I'm saying? And just because, we are a church plant turning 8 years old, we're going to bake this cake in church planting fashion. Following the voice of God. Sometimes it feels like you're blindfolded. That's right. We're baking the cake blindfolded. Well, I'm not. I'm going to sit and kind of give some commentary, maybe even some directions. Our staff is going to go step by step through the birthday cake baking process with a blindfold on. And first up, for the first step, is our very own formations pastor, Adam Pollard.
Hello, Adam Pollard. Betty Crocker, how you doing? Where you at?
Right here.
There it is. All right.
Here's the deal. Your job, just step one, is to find the box, put the box in the bowl.
Yep.
Well, actually, you need to take the contents of the box and put it in the bowl. So you're going to go to the left. It's on the end. Almost. Whoa. This is a really nice kitchen that we have borrowed. Okay, now it's on the ground. It's on the ground.
All right.
All right, so there should be a bag in the box.
Yep. Put this in
the bowl.
Whoa. Right. What else is in here?
There's a mixer thing.
All right. We got all kinds of things in.
Easy. This is a nice kitchen, and it doesn't belong to us.
Got it.
Okay, there you go. Box on the ground. It's fine. We don't need the instructions. That's actually pretty good. All right. No. Just put it down. Put it down. All right, now walk away.
Yeah, got it.
There you go. Thank you. So next up, in step 2 of this birthday cake baking process, is our very own resident, Caroline Howard. Come on down, Caroline.
I feel like I don't even know.
It's okay.
I got you.
Thanks. Okay, where you're kind of in your place. Now, this is what the box says.
There it is.
I'm not a professional cake baker, but the box says that we need to put 1 cup of water. Hold on, wait a second.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 cup of water into the bowl.
Okay.
So you need to find, there's a measuring cup in front of you.
You said it's what? 1 cup? Okay.
And put it into the
That's
bowl.
an egg.
That's
okay.
an egg. That's right. Yeah, that bowl's going to be to your left a little bit.
Got it. There it is.
There you go. That's
found
the bowl.
it. Okay.
Also, don't spill the bowl. There you go. Because we only have 1 box of cake mix. And someone will have to go to the store, and that will delay us filming.
You can't tell me that one's
Well,
full.
I don't know. I didn't actually look to see if that is a cup or half a cup measuring
We're just
thing.
going to hope for the...
Look at you.
I bake.
Okay.
I do things sometimes.
You do things.
Sometimes. Right. I just need to pour it in. That's it. I'm done. That's
it. That's your step. For step number 3, come on in. Jason Walton, Community Outreach Pastor. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. You can reach for it. There it is. A little closer. Outreach. All right. Boom. We're here. So the bowl's in front of you. I will remind you, because you don't look really like the baking type, that you need to be very careful with that bowl. We only have 1 box of cake mix. So your job is 1/2 a cup of oil. The oil is on the counter to your left. But again, don't knock. That is not oil. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're doing there. Okay, keep going. A little further left. Nope, straight. There. Yeah, there you go. That is not the oil, but that's the spray stuff. There you go. And they got the oil, so it's 1/3 of a cup. No, 1/2 a cup. 1/2 a cup of oil into the bowl. Mr. Walton. How often you bake cakes?
Not very often.
When's the last time you baked a cake?
Long time.
Nana, this is what he wants. This is what he wants. Next time birthday comes around is cake baking lessons.
No.
No, okay. You can put your thumb in it?
I might.
Okay. Yes. Oh, look at you. Now, can you get it in the bowl, though? Okay. Boom. There it is. All right, now wash the dishes and go sit down. I'm just kidding. Next step, it's time to put the eggs in the batter. We're going to do 1 egg at a time. Brooke Buchanan, come on down.
Yep.
Egg lady. Let's go. Yeah, keep coming. There you go. Now you're at your workstation. I need you to put 1 egg in the bowl, please.
Okay.
That's correct. That is the Pam or the cooking spray. Let's see. Non-stick cooking spray. Oh, I moved it because it'll be a little harder for you. My bad. It's kind of closer to the sink, which is a little to the right, and then a little further out, which I know you got short arms, so you have to reach a little bit. There you go. There, almost. There you go. You found it. Good job. That's it. Hey, be easy. You're about to spill that all over your shirt. So keep that bowl straight up. There you go. Now we need to put an egg in it, please. Just 1 egg.
Did you move the eggs too?
I might have moved the eggs. You know what I'm saying?
Clinton!
You had an egg in your hand.
I know, but there was 1.
Oh, you're looking for that special egg.
The
Yeah, I took that one off of the thing because I figured you were looking forward to it, making it easy. So there you go. I need an egg in the bowl, please, ma'am.
Okay.
Look at you. All right, for the next step, we got to get a second egg. This is 2 of egg number 3. Egg 2 of 3. Second egg of 3 eggs. Rich Deweese, the student pastor extraordinaire. Come on down. You're almost to your workstation. Getting so close. There you go. Bowl's in front of you. Eggs are in front of you. Just pick one egg. I need you to put one egg into the bowl, please.
Yeah, where's the broken one?
The broken one is in there. You know, you just have to feel around for it. A little shell kind of.
Yeah.
Crack. There it is. Okay, see, I would have thought you would have put the broken one like piece down. There's for sure shells going in now. Oh, that's a big one. Yep. So I need you to get that shell out, Rich. It's enormous. It's the size of a whoa! For the next step, egg number 3, we got Ashley Rayberg. Ashley, come on down to your workstation. There you go. Find it. Oh, ow, that's a rib. Yeah. Come on, almost there. Almost there. So close. Now you're at your workstation.
Okay.
Reach directly out in front of you. There's a bowl of egg stuff and cake and things.
Ooh,
there you go. There's the egg. We're going to crack. No shells.
Ooh.
That was not going to do it. Oh, there we go. Hey, shell free.
Aha!
Look at you. And egg in the sink. Fantastic. Oh, you can wash your hands too. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, take your time. We're not shooting a video or anything. There we go. And now we get to the all-important step of mixing the ingredients together and then spraying the little cake pan thingamajiggers, you know what I'm saying? And to do that, none other than the Robin Alexander. Let's go. Give it up. Here she
Thank
comes.
you so much for inviting me onto your cooking show today. This
Yeah.
has been incredible.
It's been awesome.
This is my favorite part.
It's going national.
I'm so excited.
So I need you to find the
bowl. Okay.
Find the mixer, mix that thing together, and then find 2 pans and spray them with cooking spray. That'll make sure that the cake itself comes out nice and
Need that
easy.
for later.
Yeah, that's right.
I need to mix it.
You do need to mix it. The mixer is a little ways away from you, though.
Oh, okay.
You had a friend come and visit to make it a little more difficult.
It's all right.
Okay.
I think on my feet.
Okay.
I'm a problem solver.
Okay.
Not
there
a problem
you go.
creator. To spray the pans.
Now you need to spray the pans, plural pans, because it's a double layer cake. Yeah.
We're going extra.
We are extra.
I feel that there's still some batter in there.
Yeah,
but
just keep.
There's a sink somewhere.
Yeah, good job.
And
All
I
right.
put the spray somewhere earlier. Okay.
Sprays there.
You always-
Easy.
you always gotta
Don't-
test it.
No, yeah, don't.
You gotta make sure it's spraying. Did
Yeah,
you feel
thank
it?
you. Yeah. Yep.
Make sure there's nothing in there. You don't want dust or anything.
You do not want dust in your pan because then that'll make it stick, even though it's non-stick spray. 1 pan sprayed. Yeah,
I want to be thorough.
I agree. Thank you.
But you're not telling me if I am, so.
No, we are stuck with the consequences of our actions. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like you've
okay.
done a decent job. Thank you, Ms. Robin. All right, for the final step before we put this bad boy in the oven, one of the greatest birthday cakes you've probably ever seen, witnessed, created here in this fantastic kitchen. The problem is we've kind of run out of steps to make a cake, and there's still some staff members left, and we want everyone to be participative in participative? Is that a word? We want everyone to participate in the process, and so we're kind of combining some steps. Someone's going to be blindfolded. He can't see. His name is Brady. We're going to use the face of Christian, and then I'm going to just be the voice of all 3 of us as this process happens. So fellas, come on, welcome to the kitchen. As we do this final step, we need to get what's in the bowl into the basket things that have been greased up. And then technically I think we need to put them in the oven. So that would be dangerous to blindfold.
No.
Okay, we got it.
We got it.
Confidence. All right, so Brady, take your position behind your friend Christian. And you will be the arms. We're going to take the cake and put it, we got to get half into that.
Okay.
And then half into another one without spilling it in this nice kitchen that does not belong to us.
All right. Tell me when to start. Tell me when to stop.
Okay, you can start. I'm on the wrong. Oh no! Go to the right. No! The pan. There you go. No, too far. Okay.
Now. Grab this one. Grab that one.
This one?
Yep.
All right.
Now take your hand, put it down lower,
Get low.
and then take your hand and scoop.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We here. Where'd that measuring cup go?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that was not quite half.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, there we go. That's safe.
Yep.
That is
Still
safe.
less messy.
It is. Now we're thinking. There we go. Now we're getting it.
We're good? All right. Spot?
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Now we need to get this into the oven.
Yep.
Do you want to wash your hands first before we put
Sure.
it into the oven? Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So just, there you go.
Yeah.
We're going to have to wash that handle now too. All right. Good news is you just got your hands in water so they won't catch fire when you put them in the oven.
That's right. All right.
Got it.
Open the oven first?
Okay, yeah, I would.
No, we can do it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yep. Don't let me burn us.
Oh,
You-
this is not. Okay.
Okay.
This is why we have insurance.
Yeah.
You're going to do both.
That
Okay.
one's stuck a little bit.
All right. We should probably give really good directions here.
All right.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do
This-
right hand
Move
first.
your left hand to the left.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Hot or cold?
extend your arm. Yep. Push. No, right there. Now push it. There you go. Okay. All right, let's go to the other side.
Wait, no. I'm already here. I'm already here.
There you go. Push it. Hey. All right. Now. Yep.
All right.
Ta-da!
We didn't start a timer.
Okay.
Alexa, start a timer for 35 minutes.
Oh
All right,
man.
there's no Alexa here.
We're just gonna have to watch
Siri.
it. We're gonna have to watch it. Stay tuned for the results of our incredible birthday cake.
Ding!
Hey, that must mean that the cake is ready to take out of the oven. We made you an 8th birthday cake. Are you ready for the big reveal? Let's see how we did. Oh, we got a drum roll. Oh, snap! Come get a close-up of this bad boy. Feast your eyes on that. What do you think? You know what I'm talking about? No, real talk. Obviously, that ain't our cake. And the truth is, that doesn't even match who our church is. Our church is not about perfection. We follow someone who's perfect. Our church is about what we do together. This reminds me a little bit more about what God's done over the last 8 years. It ain't perfect, but we did do it together. And we can't wait to celebrate 8 years with you this coming Sunday. Thanks for hanging out at Foundation at Home, and we'll see you on your 8th birthday.